into the Orlan Cup against what I would say an impressive start list, both Olympic and World Championship. I know Tiago Braz was there, and I believe he was your training partner before. So what was running through your head? What was your mindset coming into the event?
The moment I stepped out of the room, I said, I'm going to try my best today. I'm just going to go out there and do my thing. What drives into it, what comes out of it would be something that I should be proud of, because I know I'm going to put everything that I can in this one. So that's why I wrote something on my, my number, and I said at the back, I tried, because that's the mantra that was just, that's my vibe going into it. I'm going to try my best at this one.
It's good that you mentioned that post. In that post, you talked about managing adversity. You even quoted, diba, you will never enjoy an adversity-free existence. So I actually wanted to ask you, kasi madami kang pinagdaanan in the past few months. Paano mo na-manage yung training mo at lahat ng nangyayari with your mother NSA sa PATAFA?
I would be lying if I say, that it didn't affect me. I'm just like, oh, I'm good, I'm golden. No, I mean, you take what you can take. I adjust. Luckily my team adjusts as well. They're with me. My coach is with me, and really just do what I can. But that's why I said it took me a bit more time to kind of just get that feeling again that, hey, I'm competing right now. I'm competing. I'm gonna put this on a box, put it way up there. I'm gonna deal with you later. I'm gonna jump now. This is my job. This is what I need to do anyway. This is my, how do you say, this is why I'm here. Mm-hmm. So I needed to kind of just snap out of it and say, hey, wake up. You're a pole vaulter. You're supposed to pole vault. And today's a competition. Therefore, you're supposed to be pole vaulting. You're supposed to be focusing on that. Took me 3 competitions before I kind of snap out of it and, really just dig deep and focus on it. That's what I think, compartmentalize, adjust, and adapt.
With a sport like pole vaulting, mindset is really important. And the fact that you were able to just reverse that situation. And at the moment, where do you stand with Pathafa? How are you feeling about your NSA?
I don't even want to deal with it right now. I have a couple of competitions coming in. I'm focusing on that, and that's my job. My job is pole vaulting, not really defending my name, not doing anything else, basically. So I'm just focusing on that.
So you finished at 5.7 meters in both events for Berlin and Uppsala. What made this event in Poland different for you?
I was tired of it. Like in Berlin, I was not really happy in how I performed it. It sucked. Like the feeling of, I felt like I'm going in a competition with one hand tied behind my back, and I'm not that kind of athlete. I'm not that kind of person. I just felt like people are, like these fellow athletes are out vaulting me, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how it felt. I didn't like how it felt like I'm not where I should be, and it sucks. It sucks, especially knowing this year is very important for me than a lot of other years coming in. My coach needed to wake me up. My team was just like, you said your piece. You said whatever you need to say in the Senate. Just leave it. Leave it to the higher power. Leave it to the people in authority, and do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to vote. I never go to a competition to take 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I come there to win. And yeah, the first 2 competition, it wasn't me. I wasn't feeling like I'm actually, focused on winning. My head was somewhere else, and it wasn't there where I'm at.
And that's interesting that you said that, because you reached 5.81 on your first try. So how did that feel, having to be able to do that?
I just remember I said to my coach, I said, OG no peso. It's like, today I'm not gonna lose. That's what I said. I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'm not gonna lose. And I think he liked it. He liked that mindset. I don't normally take everything like that. I'm more of a very calm, going into competition, very calm and easy kind of person. Even if I want to win, I'm never verbally very very vocal about, hey, I'm gonna win today. No, I'm not really that kind of guy. So I think he kind of liked that. I said, okay, then we adjust. We move up the pole, take some risks, do it, and then it was like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
You have an event coming up in France, and Jim told me you're in France already. You're in Paris.
I'm in Paris. I'm in a training place called the INSEP here. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I got invited, and
How are the preparations going?
I'm good. Had a good first training session this morning. Coach is making the adjustments. He was happy, but then back to work. He was like, hey, you need to work on this and work on that. We're gonna work a little bit on this and fine tune a little bit of the technique. Hopefully, you'll get it by Levin. If not, then we have Tarun. Focus on that. That's why I'm a bit more, how do you say? That's why I said, I'm just focusing on the job that I need to do and my actual job, which is pole vaulting.
Seeing the support coming from, Filipinos, everybody here, namimiss mo ba yung Pinas? Gusto mo na ba umuwi?
The funny thing being far from home is that you appreciate more of the things that you don't have here. I live in Tondo, in Arpapa, and we have these taho, of course, in the morning. Just walking through, this guy will be shouting taho in the morning. I miss those, and I miss those kakanin, those palitaw, and yeah, I miss the small things. To be honest, it's not really the big chunk of things. I miss home.
Is there anything similar there in Europe, like kakanin, taho? Nothing.
Sadly, I haven't seen taho anywhere, and I haven't seen palitaw or those kakanin anywhere. So sadly, I'm stuck with the food. Not that it's bad, but it's not.
At the end of the road, though, do you want to further develop pole vaulting or athletics in general in the country? Because pole vaulting is one of the sports, hindi parang basketball or volleyball.
If COVID didn't happen, if Tokyo Olympics did happen in 2020, after Tokyo, I'm not supposed to fly back in Europe. I'm supposed to go in the Philippines. And my plan was to do a series of clinics around the country, just fly in Bacolod. That's one of my friends' place, and maybe Davao, maybe, some Iloilo, some other place, where literally pole vaulting is not that accessible. And my plan was to kind of bring a couple of poles with me and then leave it in that island or in that city. There's going to be some kids that are going to be able to use that, and some kids that maybe you never know. Yeah. If you ask my dad, he wouldn't know that I was going to be an Olympian. And who knows, the kid I'll be leaving my pole to, and maybe he'll be the next Olympian in the next 10, 20 years. And it will be my pleasure to be one of the people to do that. And if you're just gonna ask me if I have a bunch of ideas, I want to bring pole vaulting out of the track as well and have like a circuit of competition at least. At least Filipino athletes, will be competing in a bunch of different areas, just to kind of show pole vaulting that it exists. And I think that just knowing that pole vaulting exists would help more kids, more family, more programs that's going to be correlated into it. And you never know, maybe one day pole vaulting will be as famous as basketball. It's not impossible, but it's a hard task to do, but I want to do it.
That's a good plan. Development. I hope you get to do that, like sometime down the road when we get to have you back. But right now, like you said, you gotta work. All right.
Yeah, that's my jump.
Well, thank you so much for your time, EJ. I know you have such a packed schedule.